Who is this actually good for, who should skip it, and is it worth the price for normal everyday buyers? If you're trying to decide whether a production-grade scanner belongs in your office, you're probably weighing the risk of buying something that's either too weak for your workload or far more than you ever need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In the next few minutes I'm going to walk through the real-world setup, the day-to-day usability, the hidden trade-offs, and the point where the value really shows up for a scanner like the Canon imageFORMULA X10C. First, let's talk about the environment where a scanner of this class lives. The X10C isn't a compact desktop gadget you slip onto a bookshelf. At over 118 pounds, it's a piece of office equipment you'll set on a dedicated table or a small mezzanine. The size and weight mean it's built to stay put. You're not going to be moving it around the office every week. For a mid-size accounting department that needs to process hundreds of invoices a day, that stability is a real advantage. It also tells you right away that the machine is designed for volume, not occasional personal scanning. Now, imagine a typical workday in a busy legal firm. An associate comes in with a stack of case files, each folder holding 50-plus pages, many of them double-sided. The firm's workflow demands that those pages be digitized, OCR'd, and filed in a document management system before the end of the day. With a production scanner like the X10C, the associate can load a large feeder, hit start, and let the machine run unattended. The speed and reliability of a device built for high throughput mean the backlog doesn't pile up. In contrast, a lower-end office scanner would choke on the volume, requiring frequent stops to clear jams or reload paper. That's the kind of everyday scenario where the X10C shines. On the flip side, picture a small startup with 2 people who only need to scan receipts and a few contracts each week. They've got a decent laptop and a cheap sheet-fed scanner that fits under the monitor. For them, the X10C would be overkill. The upfront cost, the space it occupies, and the need for a dedicated network connection would outweigh the occasional bulk scan. In that case, skipping the X10C and opting for a modest desktop scanner saves money and desk space without sacrificing anything they actually need. Let's dig into the practical strengths that matter after the box is opened. The first thing users notice is how quickly the feeder runs through a large stack. Because the machine is engineered for production use, it can handle continuous paper paths without the frequent paper feed errors you see on consumer models. That translates into fewer interruptions, which is a measurable productivity boost. The second strength is durability. The 118-pound chassis isn't just a shipping weight, it's a solid platform that can take the wear and tear of daily loading and unloading. In offices where multiple people feed paper, that durability reduces the likelihood of service calls. Another real-world benefit is integration. Canon's imageFORMULA line typically ships with software bundles that talk straight to popular document management platforms. When you're scanning hundreds of pages, the ability to set up a batch job that automatically names files, applies OCR, and pushes them to a cloud folder saves a lot of manual work. Even if you don't use Canon's own software, the scanner's network connectivity means you can map it as a shared device and let any compatible application drive it. Every piece of hardware comes with trade-offs, and the X10C is no exception. The most obvious is the price tag. Production scanners sit in a higher price bracket, and the X10C reflects that. If you're budgeting for a department and the scanner isn't the bottleneck in your workflow, the investment can feel steep. A second practical weakness is the learning curve. Setting up network parameters, configuring scan profiles, and troubleshooting occasional feeder jams can take a bit of IT time the first few weeks. Small teams without an in-house tech person might find that initial setup more involved than expected. A third consideration is noise. Machines built for speed and volume generate a steady hum and occasional clatter as paper feeds through the rollers. In a quiet open-plan office that could be distracting, so you'll want to place the scanner in a separate room or a cubicle with a modest partition. Lastly, while the X10C handles standard paper sizes flawlessly, it isn't designed for odd-shaped media like receipts or ID cards. If your workflow includes a lot of non-standard documents, you'll need a supplemental device. So, who should actually buy this scanner? If you're running a department that needs to digitize large batches of documents on a daily basis, think accounting firms, legal offices, government archives, or any operation that processes hundreds of pages a day, the X10C is a solid match. It's also a good fit for businesses that already have a document management system in place and want a scanner that can feed that system automatically without a lot of manual intervention.